Hey guys, thanks for joining me. We are gonna head out to the shed and go get some mulch bags and put some of that down today because it is not as hot as it's been lately in Southern California, and we've got a cool breeze today. So I'm gonna get some of that mulching down. So meet me at the shed. Hey guys, okay, so we got the mulch ready to go, and I'm going to be doing this little garden area, which was supposed to be kind of like my organic garden area where I was going to have my veggies and stuff like that. I'm starting them out in these planter boxes that I got from Sam's Club. I actually love these. They're actually self-watering boxes, but I had a little issue, but I think I told you guys about that earlier with my dirt and my potting soil and what I was using in different pots versus these planter boxes versus the ground and stuff like that. So we are learning. But anyway, I do love them. So I start from seed inside the house, and then I bring them out here to these planter boxes. They start to grow, and then I've been putting them down here. But I will admit, okay, this was going to be an area I wasn't sure what to do with. So I had put weed barrier down in the interim just to not have all those weeds or grasses growing up from what we had before. Because if I ever get that video done for you guys that showed you everything, how it was before I even got any of this garden going, if you didn't watch my other video, I had explained how I had tried to upload that, and you know, I'm just learning YouTube and editing and videos and all that, so faux pas, and a lot of those pictures were deleted and I didn't get to upload it for you guys. So eventually I will get to that video, but it's really cool because you can see how I started and where I'm at now. So this area here, I wasn't sure what I was going to do with, so I put some weed barrier down. As you can probably see in this area right here, I just kind of pulled it back because now I have this crazy tomato plant that I started from seed, and it's doing awesome. So I'm super excited about that. But now I have to take up this weed barrier and really work on the soil here. I've got some butternut squash, I've got some cucumbers, an eggplant. So I have some things that are going to need to probably go upright, and so I'm also trying to figure out how I'm going to do that. I would love to do an arch, and I've seen a lot of things on Pinterest about how to do these little arch gardens. And so you've got your butternut squash that's coming out, your cucumbers that are hanging down. It looks super cute, but I think that's gonna, you know, be some work, so I'm gonna have to figure that one out. But for now, we're gonna mulch up this area, and then we're also gonna mulch up that secret garden back there. But I do have a couple succulents and things in there because when I first started this garden, I was super scared, and I thought, I'm gonna do succulents because you can't mess up succulents, right? So now they're thriving and they're booming in there, but they don't really go with the rest of my garden back there. Let me show you just so you guys kind of get an idea of what I'm talking about. Let me see if I can turn this puppy around. I don't think I can when I'm already recording, but that's okay. You guys can come with me here and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So in this little garden area, I started with the succulents, and I still have some in here. One of them's gone a little gangbusters. Can you see that? That big aloe vera plant is huge. I love these guys, and I don't mind these guys because you can literally just rip off a piece of them and stick them anywhere and they'll grow. But I have a couple of the bigger ones down here that I want to get rid of and just transplant them. I don't ever get rid of my succulents. I love my succulents. But because I've started putting other plants, I've got my butterfly bush, I've got this other bush here, I don't even know what it's called. I've got some gladiolas, or is that what they're called? I think so, gladiolas, and some, it'll come to me, what are these things called? Dahlias. Okay, and they're kind of bare right now just because I just cut some off for my girlfriend's birthday bouquet that I was able to make her yesterday, which I love. You guys, it's so fun to have your own flowers in your garden that you can cut off and make a bouquet for your friends and stuff like that. But anyway, so I have a lot of that going on in here. My beautiful jasmine, which again, I need to grab a ladder and start helping him find his way over here onto the other side, so that I have a pretty entryway in this garden. But that's what we're gonna do, you guys. So I'm gonna grab some mulch and get started. Okay guys, so as you can see, I totally made a mess, in a good way though. I was able to get all those up carefully. I don't ever like to break their leaves and stuff, even though they're pretty resilient and they can take a lot of beating. I like to be careful when I'm taking them out of the ground. And so I'm gonna place those off to the side, kind of clean up the area a little bit. I've got a couple of other flowers that have been struggling in those crazy pots that I had my bad soil in. So I'm gonna take those out of the pots, put them over here, and get some fertilizer on them, and then cover it with mulch and see how they do. Kind of water everything over, and that'll be it for this area. Okay, you guys, holy smokes, I'm sweating bullets, but thank God for this breeze that's happening right now. So I cleaned up this area a little bit. I have some new growth coming over here, so I didn't want to put any mulch on it. Don't know if I should or not, but just seems kind of a bad idea to like cover it up. But anyway, they should be fine. They don't like a lot of water anyway. But I cleaned up this area behind me. Let me see if I can show you guys right here, and just added some mulch, added some blue salvia, and then these little guys, unfortunately I kind of almost killed them, and so I don't know if they're going to recover or not. I took some other lavender out that just didn't seem to be doing well, and I don't know if it was just because of the pots that they were in or not. So I'm gonna see if they work here. If not, that's okay. I could just replant something else. But I just added some mulch to the area and added some water to those new plants that I just put in. So they should be doing okay. I always come out here every other day, if not every day, to check on everything. So they should be okay. The one thing I didn't do is take out that giant aloe vera plant, because I'll probably need my husband for that one. As you can see, I do not wear the normal attire that somebody would wear when they're gardening. I do everything in my rainbow sandals. So literally, since my dad bought me these for Christmas, what, 3 years ago, I wear them every single day. So yes, I know I should not be wearing these. I should be careful with my feet. you know. And there are times where if I have to dig something a little bit, you know, bigger, or, you know, I got to put some more muscle into it, that I will wear some old tennis shoes that I have for the garden. But when it's small stuff like this, like I already knew the ground was kind of moist and soft, and it was just succulents that could just come right up. They don't have a giant root system or anything. And then I can wear my sandals and I'm good to go. So thanks, I know. Anyway, so I've got all these succulents here that I'm gonna have to figure out where I'm gonna put them. But you know what? Like I said, they're really resilient. I'm just gonna have to clean them up. Like, you know, just kind of clean the underside of them, get them all nice and pretty again, and then put them out somewhere. Probably, I might do it in the front yard. I'm not sure yet. Like I said, I continuously play around in my garden, move things around from place to place, wherever I see them really flourishing and stuff like that. So anyway, I am going to start on this side of the garden now and get some mulching done. Okay guys, so the mulch is in. I got to clean up some things. I planted another blue salvia there on the left, right there. Hi butterfly. And I've got to work on these boxwoods, honestly, and these stones here. I had lifted them, put some weed barrier underneath them, but that weed barrier, I don't know if it's the weed barrier or if I should have added more soil or what, but there's not a lot of drainage here. So every time I water, the stones get dirty, and you know, the dirt kind of runs off onto the stones. So I definitely want to change that part of it. And then also I need to run to the hardware store and get some spikes and really do an effective like a tomato fencing or something, so I can run these tomatoes. I should have done it early, but honestly they just got away from me. Like, I did not think they were going to grow. I thought they were going to die, and then one day I turned around and they were already 2 feet tall. So I need to get rid of all the junk that I have there and get some spikes that I can put in there, and use some rope to get them effectively hung up, or I know that's not what you call it, but anyway, I got to string them up is basically what I'm trying to say, because it just looks a mess and I don't like that. Anyway, planted another couple blue salvias here at the end of the fountain because I really love the way that they come up. I mean, this is kind of what they look like when they start blooming and they start growing. This one's one from last year, which I wasn't sure if I needed to take it out or not, but since we're in the zone that we're in, I don't really have to take out a whole lot of anything. So I'm going to plant those there. They will give this area a little bit more color. Originally I wanted to just do white and green, just kind of keep it simple and classy looking, but you know, like I said, it's a work in progress. I change things as I feel they need to be filled in and stuff like that. We're still working on the boxwoods. These were little baby tiny boxwoods that I bought from Home Depot. So they're finally starting to get to that point where they're filling in. Again, so are these. I am not going to cut these back this year because I want them to get nice and fluffy, and then I'll be able to hedge them like perfectly and get them all aligned so that it stays in line with our cute little fountain. So that's basically it for today. Thanks for watching, you guys. I am, like I said, sweating up bullets over here. So I'm laughing because I totally just wiped my face and I probably have dirt all over my face now. So anyway, you guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe and hit the notification bell. Hit a like on this video if you want to see more of my gardening stuff. I kind of just do a lot of things, so whatever you guys want to see, go ahead and like those videos so that I know what kind of content to put up here for you guys. I hope you're enjoying it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.